of 2024. I would like to welcome the school committee members, administration, faculty, families, and most importantly, the graduates of Narragansett High School. Welcome to the commencement ceremony of the class of 2024. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a special presentation of the Star Spangled Banner, sung by Ruby Costa and Taylor Lloyd.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rush stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening. On behalf of the faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to welcome the parents, relatives, and friends of our graduates, as well as the members of our wonderful community, to the 47th commencement ceremony of Narragansett High School. I would like to take a brief moment to express my thoughts and gratitude to the class of 2024. When you have a strong family structure, an empathetic staff, and a supportive Narragansett community, you breed a meaningful experience that is inspirational and lasting. In order to put this in perspective, let me give you some figures. The senior class has accounted for 277 AP exams. They have been taken by 87 students, or 65% of the senior class, with 12 reaching AP Scholar status up through junior year. 2 students ranked in the top 3 in the state in plumbing. 1 student was awarded a Skills USA Gold Medal in mobile robotics, while another was the Rhode Island winner of the National Center for Women in Information Technology Award for aspirations in computing. We have a National Gold Medal recipient for dairy handling and a first-place state winner for floriculture. We had 12 students achieve the seal of biliteracy, including a gold and 3 silver, and 1 student receiving seals in 2 languages. There are 34 National Honor Society members and 22 all-academic student athletes, including 1 academic All-American. Sitting before us today are 7 all-state athletes, 24 all-division, 10 all-class, and 3 all-league. There's also a pole vault Class C and state champion, a throwing state champion, 300-meter state champion, a Holy Baker Award winner, and a national freestyle and Greco team member. We have 2 seniors recognized for All-State Chorus and 1 for All-State Band. We also have a Southern New England Honors Band inductee. There are 2 seniors in the NHS Band that received a superior rating at the state festival, and 11 members of the chorus that was also recognized with the superior rating. The musical students dedicated countless painstaking hours to produce an unbelievably memorable performance over the years, including Chicago this year. Our students logged thousands of hours of community service. In addition, we have 2 students entering programs that will allow them to provide the ultimate sacrifice, service to the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. In local scholarships, our seniors have amassed over $100,000 in scholarship money. Please meet the Narragansett High School class of 2024. I am honored to have shared your senior year with you. As you embark on your next journey, may you become the architects of your own destiny, having a positive impact on the world, and finding joy in the pursuit of excellence. As part of the Narragansett family, please know that our support for you will be everlasting, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Kudos and much love to the class of 2024.
Welcome to all members of our school community, family, friends, and most importantly, our graduates. On behalf of the Narragansett School Committee, the Jamestown School Committee, and the entire members of our school staff, administration, family, friends, and most importantly, congratulations. It's an honor to be here tonight as we celebrate the class of 2024. This moment is a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and resilience. For our graduates, I'm sure it feels like this day would never come, and at the same time, it might feel like it would never get here. I know that for many of your parents and families, it feels like you were in kindergarten just yesterday. You've come a long way since you took those first steps into school, and our ceremony today is a recognition of all that you have learned and experienced, becoming the accomplished people that you are today. Reflecting on your journey, it's clear that this class in particular has demonstrated exceptional resilience. You entered high school during the peak of the pandemic, one of the most difficult times we've ever faced as a community. Each one of you has faced and overcome challenges and developed the characteristics of grit and of determination that have brought you to this day today. You've embraced the opportunities for growth, even when circumstances made the typical challenges of high school exponentially harder. However, whether you're adapting to new situations, pushing through personal or family hardships, or stretching your learning in your truly amazing senior projects, you have emerged stronger and more capable. Your accomplishments across the board are nothing short of amazing. In the arts, we've seen extraordinary talent and creativity, as Mr. Fiore just mentioned. The breathtaking performances of our school plays and concerts, our stunning visual arts exhibitions, you've really made all of us richer through all of that you put into the arts as a class. Academically, again, as Mr. Fiore just said, you have set new high watermarks in AP exams, in CTE classes and certifications, and our classrooms have been filled with amazing projects and impressive achievements. And athletically, this is one of the best classes that we've seen in years and years. You've shown the true meaning of teamwork and sportsmanship. State championships, division championships, really for such a tiny school, you have made an incredible mark on the state as a whole. In doing all these things, you've learned invaluable life lessons that will serve you well in the future. So as you leave Narragansett High School and embark on your next chapter, remember the lessons that you've learned here. Embrace every challenge with the same great determination you've shown over the past years. Maintain that growth mindset that you've heard your teachers talk about and that you have exhibited all along the way. Always believe in your ability to learn and adapt and improve. Celebrate your accomplishments, but don't settle. Continue to strive for excellence in all that you do. So congratulations, class of 24. You have the power to make a difference, to create, to inspire, to lead, and to make this world a little better than you found it. We are proud of you. Cannot wait to see what you will accomplish. Congratulations.
is Jenna Silvestri. I am the Vice President of the Class of 2024. Fellow graduates, we made it, individually and as a class. Students in high school are reminded that time goes by really fast and told you should treasure those 4 years you spend there. Now, in just a few moments, we will graduate. High school for most of us was more than just classes and grades. The journey that was spent at NHS was about finding ourselves, making memories, pushing our boundaries, and sometimes just figuring out how to open our lockers. Together we laughed, struggled, and grew. As a class, we have conquered tests, both in the classroom and in life. Now we have become stronger and wiser. Looking back to freshman year, it feels like just yesterday. There was the first football game, the first class, the first dance, the first detention, the second detention, the third detention, the sucking up to your teacher so they wouldn't notice you were late to give you another detention. Now, we've had our lasts. Our last sports season, last spirit week, last walk around the halls, and of course, the last detention. Today, we say goodbye to everything that was familiar and everything that was comfortable. We're moving on. Just because we are leaving, there are some people who are so much a part of us that will be with us no matter what. I would not be here today if it was not for some people in my life who have stood by my side and inspired me every step of the way. My friends, my family, my teachers, but my ultimate inspiration comes from my best friends. The amazing people who I have received my name and my life from. My mom and dad. I'm not sure they realize their importance to me. As time passes, I realize that without them, I would not have made it to the place I am today. Throughout our years together, there has been many moments that we will always remember. For instance, in middle school, Mountain Man versus Little Red, the funeral that we all had for the bird, or even the snowball fights we would have at recess, as well as the many field trips, especially the one in 5th grade to Body Worlds. At the same time, there are moments we will wish to forget and never revisit. The long classes of IXLs, and Miss Dully's beautiful singing in the morning. Even the Friday dance parties in Miss Bravo's class. All of the memories that brought us here, the trials and misfortunes, too great to recall, all the nights of study, the grades, the classroom experiences, the stress, the relationships, the effort, the advice, all of it all comes together here tonight. Every end has a new beginning. As we go forth from this place, let us carry with us the lessons we have learned, the memories and friendships we have made. I want to leave you with a quote from Bob Marley, who once said, "Beginnings are usually scary, and endings are usually sad, but it's everything in between that makes it all worth living." Congratulations again to the class of 2024.
Hello, fine students of Narragansett High School. Congratulations. Jenna did a good job at referring to this, but this is also a good opportunity to congratulate your wingmen and the most important people getting you through these last 13 years, your families. So please give it up for your families, if you will. In about 30 minutes, you'll all be graduates. It's remarkable how any amount of time feels like a moment in hindsight. When you came in 4 years ago, it seemed like it would last forever, yet here we are celebrating the M-Line. I'm deeply honored that you asked me to be part of this moment in your lives. I've never been eager to give advice, so instead, as a biology teacher, I will more comfortably share observations about the natural world, specifically the amazing virtues of plants and animals. I'll focus on 3 traits: their commitment to community, their joy, and their compassion. Many members of the natural world prioritize their community's needs before their own. A great model of this is the common black ant. Ant workers are programmed to hunt for sugar, yet once they find a pile, they never choose to feast, but rather return immediately to their colony, dragging their bottoms on the ground so their friends know how to come back and find the goods. A species of ant from Malaysia uses an interesting altruistic defense mechanism against those attacking their colonies. They contract their abdomens repeatedly until their body walls burst, expelling large amounts of a sticky substance that immobilizes invaders, protecting their clan. Acacia trees are also great team players. When a giraffe starts chewing their leaves, the tree feels pain and emits a distress signal. Upon receiving this message, nearby acacia trees produce large amounts of tannins in their leaves. These compounds sicken and thust protect themselves from herbivores. Beech trees are especially selfless. When one of the members is struggling, they communicate their needs. In response, the neighbors break down their own bodies and share the nutrients through the roots. No individual gets too big as they all prefer to grow together. Many animals exhibit a remarkable joy of life. Dolphins prioritize partying, though dolphin parties are mostly wholesome. They have acrobatic contests and races, and like many of you, they even surf. Dolphins also have distinct names for each member and recognize each other after being separated for 20 years. I hope you all still recognize me in 20 years. Orangutans demonstrate a sense of humor, joking with each other often and laughing out loud. Rats laugh out loud too and chase scientists' fingers for more tickles. Compassion is abundant in the animal kingdom and takes on many forms. Mother pigs nurture their piglets by singing to them while nursing. Elephants greet each other by shaking hands, though in their case they shake trunks. They also care for disabled herd members and mourn the dead by returning to the graves year after year. In a great demonstration of morality, rhesus monkeys tested in lab investigations will not take food if doing so means another monkey receives an electric shock. Humpback whales will stick up not only for each other, but even for other species. When orcas are hunting any whale, seal, or even a sunfish, humpbacks will use their large bodies to shield the would-be victims. Dogs are exceptionally loyal. This was demonstrated recently when a man died of hypothermia while hiking with his pet. She stayed with the owner's body for 10 weeks on the cold mountain, losing half her body weight, but she never left her owner's side. We share 99% of our DNA with our closest relatives, bonobos and chimpanzees. The bonobo species separated from chimpanzees as the Congo River isolated the two populations. Bonobos evolved quite differently from chimps. Bonobos resolve conflicts peacefully through increased sharing and intimacy. It's probably not coincidental that females lead their social order. But of all the great species in the natural world, none are more amazing than humans. What separates humans from all other plants and animals is that we are defined by our ability to choose. We can be whomever we choose to be and influence the world however we decide. Thank you for listening to Biology Talk one more time. You are especially wonderful people. Take care and choose well.
Superintendent Cummings, Principal Fiore, Town Council, school committee members, Jamestown school officials, honored guests, friends, family, and most of all, my fellow members of Narragansett High School's class of 2024. My name is Adam Simone, and I'm honored to be your class of 2024 valedictorian. And I can't lie, this is an honor I wanted to earn. I set a goal to be up here giving this address when my brother, Andrew, stood before his class 3 years ago as their valedictorian and gave a speech in a ceremony held at our athletic complex. However, I can assure those faculty members who remember my brother and were extremely nervous about what might come out of his mouth that night, there he is, that they don't need to worry about what I'm going to say. My brother earned a well-deserved reputation of not having a verbal filter, but as you've all learned from spending the last 4 years together, unless I'm on the soccer field, I tend to be a bit more reserved. While I'm up here, I'd like to thank my parents for their support in instilling the value of education in me at such a young age. With 2 public school teachers for parents, I'm not sure there was much of a choice, but I am grateful for being raised in environments that emphasize learning and embrace taking on challenges. And as the son of a longtime high school football coach, the importance of work ethic, fulfilling commitments, and sacrificing now for a better later were lessons taken to heart that still drive me today. I've also heard for as long as I can remember the importance of being early rather than late and getting things done now rather than waiting until later. Let's face it, our generation gets a lot of flack about always being on our phones, playing video games online with our friends rather than playing them in the same room, always having something in our ears, but we shouldn't be lumped in with millennials and their infamous reputation for procrastination. We know the value of doing what needs to be done when it should be done, not endlessly putting things off. Oh, wait, that reminds me, just excuse me for a second, I just have something to do. So, as many of you probably know, our principal, Mr. Fiore, came to us from New York last year. Unfortunately, he's a Yankee fan. I thought I could beautify his new office by presenting him with the Mr. Met doll I got at City Field last August. I was supposed to give it to him on the first day of school, but I forgot. Then, each time I was reminded to give it to him, I just put it off and figured I'd do it the next day. So it sat in my backpack for the entire year. So as I was saying, our generation does not procrastinate. We just get things done. However, the trait that stands above the rest is one that every member of the class of 2024 has proven to possess: perseverance. On top of the rest of the challenges that face every teenager navigating through high school, our class started with the deck already stacked against us. An 8th grade year cut short due to COVID-19, losing out on a proper close to our middle school career. Spending most of our freshman year in a hybrid distance and limited in-person learning model while trying to adjust to high school. Having masks on for most of our sophomore year, still following the phrase we all came to dread: social distancing. Finally getting a taste of normalcy as juniors, and just as we were settling into a groove and becoming comfortable in our high school experience, getting ready to move on, dealing with things like SATs, college applications and essays, the eternally delayed release of FAFSA, and consequentially, longer wait times for financial aid packages needed to make college decisions. Oh, and while never having the same daily school schedule in consecutive years. 4 years, 4 different schedules. And yet, we powered through and made it here, ready to close out one phase of life and move on to the next. And now, we all reset. With high school complete and a new path in front of each of us, we all go back to square one. However, we reset with the knowledge that we can get through whatever is thrown at us next. Wherever we spend our summer, and since we're from Narragansett, we'll most likely be at the beach, whether it's relaxing, or like me, working at the beach and constantly having to explain to non-residents why they can't park in the resident lots, even on a sunny day, there'll be a cloudy vision of what our future looks like. We are about to embark on a journey to the unknown, one we can't possibly envision until we get there. But, as newly minted high school graduates, it's okay for us to think that we have it all figured out and know exactly how everything will turn out. And it will be okay later on when we realize that we didn't have a clue at this point in our lives what was going on or what we'd be adjusting to next. We just want to admit that to the adults in our lives who've been trying to give us suggestions about what would be best for us in the future. This is our time. Time to take chances, make our own decisions, and learn from our mistakes so we can make better choices the next time. As we head off in separate directions to begin our individual journeys, some wisdom from my favorite comedian, John Mulaney, may be helpful to keep in mind. The more you do stuff, the better you get at dealing with how you still fail at it a lot of the time. We aren't going to get everything right, and that's okay. As legendary singer Billy Joel told us in his song, "You're Only Human," you're not the only one who's made mistakes, but they're the only thing that you can truly call your own. Our time in Narragansett schools has provided us with a foundation to make more good decisions than bad, and have confidence that the perseverance we've shown in high school will help us through whatever life has in store for us. Wherever the next phase takes us, we can take comfort in knowing that when we do come home, we have one of the best locations in the country to come back to. There's a reason that it seems like everyone else in our state comes to Narragansett every day during the summer. Students from URI take over the town during the rest of the year, and people from Connecticut and New York are buying up everything in the town they can get their hands on. Right, Mr. Fiore? I know we have other speakers and diplomas to get to, so I'm going to wrap this up. Plus, I know many in the audience, including my own father, would like to get home to watch the Celtics game. So, in addition to my congratulations, my final words, fellow class of 2024 graduates, are paraphrased from author Barry Golden. Our families are extremely proud of us right now. They are also experiencing a tremendous sense of relief that their child graduated. Now would be a great time to ask for money. Thank you.
Will the senior members of the band please join Mr. Healy for a musical presentation?
Good evening. My name is Julianne Harris. I would like to begin by thanking all of you for coming here today to celebrate such a remarkable group of people, Narragansett High School's class of 2024. We are here today to celebrate our graduation as we transition to our next step in the journey of life. However, to do so, we must first recognize who we are and appreciate all that we have done and gone through that has brought us to this moment. I was told to write this speech on behalf of the entire class, but when I sat down to do so, it seemed like an impossible task. I didn't understand how I could write for every single one of my peers. I soon realized this was such a difficult task because we are all so unique. Each of us is our own person. We are all so different. We have varying personalities, likes, dislikes, and experiences. But the one thing that we all have in common is being gifted. Each one of us is gifted in our own way. Many of us are gifted academically. We have shown our expertise in the classroom and at competitions such as debates, ethics bowl, robotics, and environment. Some of us are gifted athletically. We have exhibited our skills on the field, court, rink, track, and pool. Others of us are gifted artistically, where our talents shine on stage, at a concert, or in the studio. Finally, many of us are gifted agriculturally, displaying our abilities on the farm and in the greenhouse. Although each of us is our own extraordinary person with our own high school experience, we all share many lessons in which we have learned the past 4 years. Beginning with freshman year, we came into high school enthusiastic but naive. We were looking forward to becoming grown up, like the kids we had always looked up to. We were excited to experience a variety of new electives, Friday night football games, Spirit Week, and all the fun things we had been told about high school. We were looking forward to all these things, but what we learned through these experiences were far greater than taking more classes and displaying school spirit. We realized the significance of advocacy and fighting for what we believed in when we lobbied to modernize the dress code, updating it to be more inclusive. Through trial and error, we acquired the skills to face adversity. We did not allow obstacles to get in our way. Instead, we learned how to become problem solvers and how to make the best of every situation. It wasn't until next year, our sophomore year, that we got to see what high school was really like. Freshman year, we had gotten a taste of high school experience, but it was almost as if that year was a trial run for us. Sophomore year, everything ramped up. Classes became more rigorous, the workload became heavier, sports became more competitive, extracurriculars became more available, and life just became more busy. With all of these changes, we found ourselves learning one of the most important lessons of high school, finding balance. We had to learn how to juggle all of our responsibilities while still having fun and making memories. As time went on, each of us began to find our groove and what worked well for us. This insight was crucial for what lay ahead junior year. Known to be the hardest year of high school, the year we began to start thinking deeper into our futures. People began asking us what it was exactly that we wanted to do with our lives. It was time to start thinking beyond high school. With help from our teachers and families, we gained the skills of preparation and planning. From taking the SAT, to creating our resumes, to writing our junior papers, to touring colleges and other fields that interested us, everything we did our junior year was groundwork for where we are today. Finally came our senior year, the final step in our high school journey. The year we had to learn to say goodbye. We were saying goodbye to our peers, our teammates, our teachers, our classes, our routines, and so much more. However, we are not only saying goodbye to the past, we are saying hello to our futures and all that is to come. This year is about getting us ready and laying a foundation to set us off into the real world. And after passing many checkpoints, such as applying to colleges, writing our senior papers, and completing our senior projects, we are officially ready to go off and make our mark on the world. We went through high school step by step, grade by grade, learning new things at every stage along the way. And that is exactly how we must continue to go through life. We cannot just go from walking across the stage here today to living our dream lives, just like we could not go from our first day of high school to earning our diploma. With every achievement, there is always a journey along the way. The journey is what gives the achievement meaning. Many times it is the journey that is more important, far more valuable than the destination itself. So as we go off into the real world, I want to remind you all to take things step by step and enjoy the journey. Don't get overwhelmed by the future. Simply wake up each day ready to win that day. Focus on and embrace the day in which you are currently living. Today, all of us sitting here get to win our day together as we walk across the stage and receive our diploma, representing our journey of high school. So look around and take it all in. Appreciate this moment. Hard work is what brought each and every one of us here today, and I am so happy to be celebrating this moment with all of you. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Hello everyone, my name is Ava Donadio and I have served as the Secretary of the Class of 2024 since our freshman year. On behalf of all of us, I would like to take a moment to thank Mrs. Fogarty for everything she has done as our senior class advisor. Mrs. Fogarty helped shape our time at Narragansett High School, ensuring we had the best experience possible. She took time out of her day to support us by listening to our ideas, planning fundraisers, coordinating events, putting together Spirit Week foyers, keeping track of money, and reining in our sometimes off-task board meetings with our wonderful board of delegators. Mrs. Fogarty truly wanted what was best for us. And whether we know it or not, she has always been our biggest advocate. Mrs. Fogarty worked alongside Miss Sylvia, who we were lucky enough to have as our co-advisor. Although she is now at East Greenwich High School as the vice principal, we would also like to extend our gratitude to her. We appreciate everything you did for us. Mrs. Fogarty, we are so thankful to have had you as our class advisor. Your leadership, guidance, kindness, and humor has helped us to succeed. Because of you, we are leaving a lasting legacy for mariners to come, and we will always cherish the great memories we were able to make because of you. We will all miss you so much next year. The grade that you are the advisor of next is more than lucky to have you. Thank you.
Hello everyone, our names are Maya DeAngelis and Madison Talley, and for the past 4 years we have served as our class's historian and treasurer. In honor of our graduating class, we wanted to leave a gift that we knew would make a difference. This year we decided our class gift to be a $1,000 scholarship left in our names for the class of 2029. This scholarship will be granted to a student that has been involved in any extracurricular activity during the time here at Narragansett High School.
As their efforts have benefited their class and hopefully made their high school experiences more enjoyable and rewarding. We wanted to grant this scholarship to the class of 2029 because they will be taking our spot here at NHS and transitioning into high school as we transition into college. And in 4 years, when they stand here in our shoes, they will be going into college as we exit. We strongly encourage those who are applicable to apply. Thank you.
Will the senior members of the chorus please join Ms. Kane for a choral presentation?
Secret song to you each night.
present to you the class of 2024 with all the rights, honors, and privileges associated with the designation of graduate of Narragansett High School. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Adam Simone. Julian Harris. Skylar O'Neill. Jenna Silvestri. Ava Donadio. Madison Talley. Ruby Costa. Maya DeAngelis. Margaret Taplin. Brayden Ansaldi. Jacob Beaufort. Samantha Cronin. Aiden Free. Quinn McGill. Ryan Enriquez. Natalia Salvador. Isabel Townmore. Elizabeth Wooten. Zahara Anderson. Salvatore Nino. Lucas Barlett. Abby Bauman. Seamus Baxter. Avery Ballou. Jenna Bridgeson. Sophia Bianca. Isabel Blair. Eli Brundage. Anna Butler.
Eve Fogarty. Joseph Grover. Norman Fry. Lucille Jelinek. Catherine Gibbs. Carnucci. Gabrielle Poisson. Zachary Credit. Darian Price. Alessandro Carini. Lily Pennington. Owen Riley. Jared Richard. Landon Richard. Juan Rivera. Xavier Rivers. Carmen Rodriguez. Dylan Russo. Ethan Sacco. Nina Schroeder-Rondry. Jenna Silshauser. Guy Stanton. Luke Strong. Brianna Swartz. Daisy Sweetman. Owen Sykes. Delia Tansy Buckdown. Gianna Thomas. Kelly Tibbetts. Sophia Villavicencio. Andrew Whelan. Seneca White. Michael Zamba.
Before our next speaker comes up, I just wanted to say a few quick words. Being new to Rhode Island, not just to Narragansett, it's an interesting job for an incoming administrator. And there's so many things you want to do, and you have to really move slowly so that you're not moving too fast. So the main thing to do is to build relationships. And you do that through the community, the staff, and most of all, the students. And this next individual, who is the senior class president and has been for a number of years, in addition to her 4 years of service to the school, was someone who I relied on for so much. She was someone who would email me late at night, who would meet me early in the morning. She's someone who thought about the class much more than herself, who constantly had things organized, who made an effort to work with me for the best interest of the class of 2024, so that they can have the best experience possible. She was flexible and was always there when the class needed her to set up. And this was a tremendous class, and this was a tremendous board, and this great delegates, and everybody did so well. But as Ms. Fogarty constantly says, Skylar is the glue that keeps it all together. And she did that for me this year and helped make my first year a successful year. And I personally want to thank her for that and recognize her with a small gift. So please welcome to the stage Narragansett High School Class of 2024 Senior Class President Skylar O'Neill.
Hello everyone, I am Skylar O'Neill, and I am honored to be alongside the graduates of Narragansett's Class 2024, their family, friends, and teachers. It has been my distinct pleasure to have been chosen to be your class president for the last 4 years. And on behalf of myself and the class board, we hope we were able to make lasting memories throughout your high school experience. I have been best friends with the same girls for as long as I can remember, and I've known most of you since kindergarten. This speaks to the sense of community in the small beach town we call home. We live in a beautiful town where the ocean is at our doorstep and breathtaking views around every corner. We have been safely tucked away in this town by our families in the seawall to grow and hopefully learn from our mistakes. But we are now ready to leave this place that we know so well and ride our own waves. We have been shown by family, friends, and neighbors what it means to be a community and to look out for one another, regardless of our beliefs. Let's take these lessons with us and contribute to the change the world needs. I truly believe we are the generation that can make a change. We need to be the generation that can agree to disagree, stand up for others, and advocate for our rights with integrity and kindness. As we say along, it is important to remember we are not guaranteed anything in life, and we need to work for what we want, as we have done these past 4 years at NHS. No matter where life takes us, Narragansett will always be home, the people will always be family, and the towers will always be a reminder of the lessons we've learned here. Now go on and make a difference with knowledge, acceptance, and most of all, love. And now I would like to lead the graduates in the turning of the tassel. Will the members of the class of 2024 please rise? Everything we have done these past 4 years has led us to this very moment. Every single one of you should be extremely proud of yourselves. It has been surreal. Graduates, please join me in the turning of your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, class 24.